Prices for HDB resale flats rose for the 26th straight month in August, with 33 flats changing hands for at least $1 million. Forbes has released its 2022 list of richest people in Singapore. Now, can you guess who's number one? McDonald's new Pikachu carrier draws shorter queues than previous toy launches. It's Thursday, September 8th. You're watching The Big Story with me, Haryanto Diman. Subscribe to the Straits Times channel so you will not miss an episode. What goes up must come down, or so the saying goes, but that's not the case with the $1 million HDB flat. There were 33 flats changing hands for at least $1 million in August. These flats made up 1.4% of last month's total resale transactions, estimated to be about 2,300 units. This according to flash data from real estate portals 99.co and SRX Today. Prices for resale flats has been increasing for the 26th straight month and are up by 10.8% year-on-year. The rise in August is 0.4%, a slower pace compared with July's 0.7%. Of the $33 million flats that were sold last month, 8 were in Toa Payoh, 7 in Bukit Merah and 6 in Queenstown. The most expensive resale flat last month was a 5-room unit at the Peak at Toa Payoh, which sold for $1.35 million. From millionaires to billionaires, Forbes' 2022 list of Singapore's 50 richest people is out. And even though inflation has collectively left them 20% poorer, don't feel sorry for them because their combined wealth still amounted to just over $230 billion. Now here's a look at the top 5 richest people in Singapore. In 5th place with a net worth of $9.3 billion is Kwek Leng Beng and family. 81-year-old Kwek is the executive chairman of Singapore's Hong Leong Group and City Developments. Coming in 4th is Eduardo Severin at $9.6 billion. The 40-year-old is co-founder of Facebook, which is now known as Meta. Currently a venture capitalist, Severin still derives most of his wealth from his small but valuable stake in the tech giant. 3rd is Goh Cheng Liang, whose net worth is $13 billion. The 95-year-old gets the bulk of his wealth from a majority stake in Japan's Nippon Paint Holdings, the world's 4th largest paint manufacturer. Number 2 is Robert and Philip Ng with a net worth of $15.2 billion. The brothers control Far East Organization, which was founded by their father, Ng Teng Fong. And Singapore's richest man is 71-year-old Lee Siew Ting. He's worth $15.6 billion and is the founder and chairman of Mindray Biomedical Electronics, a supplier of medical devices headquartered in Shenzhen. More accidents but fewer deaths. The police released its mid-year report card on our streets today. It shows that our roads are busier after COVID-19 curbs were eased. And because of that, there were more accidents. Now, on one hand, fewer people were killed on our roads. On the other hand, the number of elderly pedestrian deaths almost doubled from last year. Between January and June this year, 45 people were killed in 44 fatal road accidents. This is 13 fewer fatalities than the same period last year. However, elderly pedestrian deaths increased to 9 in the first half of this year, up from 5 in the same period in 2021. The number of drink driving arrests have also risen to 793 this year, up from 741 in the same period last year. Have you got your hands on the Pikachu carrier from McDonald's? The holder is the latest limited edition merchandise released by the fast food giant today. Unlike McDonald's previous launches like the Hello Kitty toy that sold like hotcakes, the response to this holder is not as electrifying. Beyond the usual breakfast crowd, it was relatively quiet when the Straits Times visited several McDonald's outlets across the island this morning. Short queues only began to form at some restaurants about 30 minutes to an hour before the 11 a.m. launch. Though McDonald's employees had put up queue poles as early as 2 hours prior in anticipation of crowds. A ticketing system to help manage crowd capacity was also in place, but a ticket did not guarantee the item's availability. Now, we spoke to customers who were among the first in line and the Pikachu superfans.
I love you, Pikachu.
Oh, Pikachu, I love you.
Pikachu, I love you. I love you, Pikachu. Yay!
I actually came down at 6 to ask because there's no timings written. Then they told me 11. So I know there's gonna be a queue, so I just come earlier to queue. I'm actually helping my aunt to get the Pikachu because my aunt is an avid fan of Pokemon. Everywhere she goes, she has 3 phones with her playing Pokemon Go. And today she has to work, so she can't be here. So I just come and help her collect. Because it's my aunt, I'll do anything for her.
When my daddy said we can come here to buy the Pokemon carrier, I was like, oh my god! And then I screamed until the whole house very loud, and after that we covered our ears.
I play Pokemon. So I think that it's very special to get the Pikachu carrier. I do have all the Happy Meal, the current collection, right, we have. I do buy every week. In the past also you release some toys, right? Also I have all those collections.
I have Pikachu figurines and Charmander figurines as well, and Charizard figurines. So I wanted to place all of them inside the carrier.
I won't be selling, it's for my own collection. I'm getting 2. Maybe one for myself and one for my kid also, so that he doesn't come and fight with me.
Popular or not, these Pikachu carriers still pop up on online marketplaces just an hour into the launch, as at 12:30 p.m. there were over 100 listings of the holder or its accompanying Pokemon trading card on Carousel. While most were for sale at between $30 and $50, some listing quoted over $10,000, seemingly to poke fun at the nature of such collectibles. To mark the 30th anniversary of the Forum of Small State that Singapore set up in the United Nations in 1992, Ambassador-at-Large Professor Tommy Koh has launched a new book of essays, Small States in a Big World, Size is Not Destiny. The book serves as a showcase of how small countries with populations below 10 million can overcome the handicap of size and become very successful. Here's Prof. Koh with more on the book.
I wanted to edit a book on successful small countries in order to encourage people in small countries and territories that by being small, you are not condemned to being poor or backward. And I want to show them many examples of successful small countries. You may be small, you can overcome the handicap of size and become very successful in many ways. Of the 10 countries with the highest per capita income in the world, I think 8 or 9 are small countries. The countries with the best education system, the majority of them small countries. The countries with the best gender equity, I think the world will be surprised. 9 of the 10 are small countries. The happiest countries in the world, most of them are small countries. So the conclusion is that the world should stop treating small countries as second-class citizens, because the big countries can learn many valuable lessons from small countries.
Those are our top stories today. Visit straitstimes.com for more news and our YouTube channel for more videos. Subscribe by clicking the red button below. I'm Haryanto Diman. See you tomorrow for more stories on The Big Story.